Hey guys, it's Reese. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm just doing a live stream to show Diecast toy cars that I got from Walmart or Target as of like this past week or this past weekend. Yeah, I was going to show the stuff I got from that toy show, which happened like 2 days ago, but then I just realized how late it was getting at night for me, and it's like I didn't want to have a live stream go for like 2 hours or longer kind of thing, because the stuff I got from Timber Dan is like 20 plus cars, probably like 30 to 40 cars, I think. And because of that, it's like I just felt like, because my computer took way too long to load, it actually had an error today, which kind of prevented me from doing the original live stream plan for tonight, which was to show everything I got from Timber Dan. So instead, it's like, scratch that plan. We're going to show everything that I got from Walmart and Target from this past week or weekend. So yeah, majority of the stuff's from Walmart. Only like 2 things were from Target, really, actually. So I found 2025 Q Case Hot Wheels at a Walmart store. No Super Treasure Hunt at all whatsoever. And there must have been only like 2 cases of Q Case that had been put out at this Walmart store, because I only found 1 treasure hunt. And I think there was like at least 2 or 4 of like each Ferrari as well. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how many of like the gray Ferraris or the yellow Ferraris are in like a single 2025 Hot Wheels Q case, because I'm not counting every single car that I take out of like a dump bin, or like the ones I take off the pegs in a store, because I don't have time to do that. That'll just take way too long to do. But I was able to get some though. Yep, I was able to get these from Q Case, along with these other cars from Q Case as well too, which are these ones right here. This guy right here, this Ford RS200, would have been the Super Treasure Hunt, but it's not. And I actually like the rims better on the main line compared to the ones on the Super Treasure Hunt, because the ones on the Super Treasure Hunt look circular instead of like 5 or 10 spoke like these ones are on the mainline version. So that's just my opinion on that, really. Yeah, so it probably was 2 exact Q cases then, because I saw exactly like well, Q case actually has the gray SF90, the yellow 365 GTB4 Competizione race car, and the F40 Competizione race car in yellow as well too. So it's 3 separate Ferraris, and 2 of them are yellow and 1 of them is gray. And then the treasure hunt from 2025 Q case is a Triumph TR6, like old school looking, like I wouldn't call it a convertible or roadster. I mean, technically it kind of looks like that, but the funny thing is they didn't put it in like a roadster or convertible series for the treasure hunt though, for that Triumph TR6, because it kind of looks like it should have been, in my exact realistic opinion. Because I was actually able to find it. Yeah, I was able to find the 2025 Q case treasure hunt of the Triumph TR6 which is in a gray color or gray silver light color, but I wouldn't really say silver, I'd say more gray because it looked more gray than silver to me. So yeah. I also found stuff. These three were from like about 1 or 2 weeks ago, really. Found these as well. I think I may have this Adventure Force truck, so my next diecast car is like really special like giveaway is probably gonna happen at 1,000 subscribers. Just thought I'd mention that. And right now I'm sitting at 968 subscribers, I believe. So I'm like 32 away from 1,000 subscribers. So yeah. Now again, I'm just going to mention this, but as of right now, I can't really say any details of like, what's going to be in the 1,000 subscribers giveaway just yet because I'm not even close to exactly 1,000 yet. Like I'm not at like, 990 or 998 subscribers on my YouTube channel just yet. So because of that, I can't like, confirm everything of like what's going to be like, in the 1,000 subscribers giveaway whenever that ends up happening to, have that milestone for 1,000 subscribers happen on my YouTube channel. I don't know when that will happen, but it will happen eventually. Also, I was able to finally see these in Target. Yeah, I've been to a Target store, and every time I go there, they don't have these there almost ever. And the computer kind of lagged again. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm at 968 subscribers on my channel right now. Anyways, like I was saying, is that I finally was able to find these Majorette Collection Series cars in 1/64 scale at a Target store. Well, technically my local Target store because it's like the only one that I can go to, really. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but every time I go to Hobby Lobby or Walmart, I do not see these new Majorette Collection cars there. So it's like, is Majorette pulling this new series like out of Hobby Lobby or Walmart stores across the USA? Because I do not see any channels finding these Majorette Collection cars that came out this year at Walmart or Hobby Lobby anywhere across the USA. But yeah, was really glad to see these. Now, 2 of them were missing because it's a set of 6 cars in total. The Camaro was there, the Porsche was there, the GT40 Mark I was there, the 2005 Corvette C6R was there, the 1975 BMW 3.0 CSL was missing, and so was the 1995 Honda NSX RGT was missing as well. But, I'm not complaining because I got 2 race cars out of that Majorette Collector Series drop at the local Target store finally. So yeah, and actually this Corvette has been recolored, by the way. This 2005 C6R is actually in its second color now already. Funny thing is, there's actually a few new models in the second release series of the Majorette collector cars, because the Ford GT40 Mark I did not show up in the first release mix of these Majorette collection series cars. It was a red NSX RGT in the first series, a blue 1985 IROC Z Camaro, a yellow Corvette C6R from 2005. I don't know if the Porsche was in that first mix. I'm not sure about the BMW, but I know that this Ford right here was not in that first mix whatsoever. But this one was, and now it's been recolored in this second release series mix in white. So yeah, I never saw the first series fully ever at Target. I don't know exactly why this Target store that's like literally the only one closest to me that I could find these at never got the first series release mix. So it's like, I don't know if they skipped over it or if something else happened, but yeah, that's that. I'm also probably gonna open some cars on this live stream as well too, actually, because I'm probably going to do so. Here's the Porsche 928S from Q Case opened. The Bentley Continental GT3 from 2018. Going to open that one next. I gotta say, I really like this golden color on it. It's a really nice color for it, but I'm just gonna say something. There's absolutely zero headlights or taillights detailed on this casting from Hot Wheels. And it's like, Hot Wheels, they will like fully detail like a few cars from like Factory Fresh or like some other series every once in a while. But it's like, when you make a race car, in my opinion, you should try to fully detail it, with like at least headlights or taillights being painted. That's just my thoughts on that. All right, well, time to open this one. This is probably my favorite mainline from the Q case, only because I'm hugely into golf racing themed cars. The Ford RS200. This is not the Super, it's just the mainline of the Super. Because obviously, I don't open my Hot Wheels Super treasure hunts. I know there's like quite a few channels that like open Supers or Chases, and it's like, I just don't understand the point of that. Because it's like, where are you going to display them so they don't get like scratched or like paint loss happening? But that's just, my thoughts on that. I mean, every YouTube channel is different, so it's like, even though like other channels like open super treasure hunts from Hot Wheels or super chases from Matchbox or like Hot Wheels premium chases or other premium brand premium chases, there's nothing we can do about it. Every channel for diecast car collecting is different. But, all I'm going to say for my channel, for myself, is that, I don't open those because that's just how I am. The only chases I ever really opened at one point was like muscle machines because they were like cartoon kid like looking, and it's like I just didn't see the collector point of those really. But yeah, I really do like this Golf RS200 and this like, I don't know what color it would be, like I don't know, light sky blue or like an ice blue, something like that. The McMurtry Sperling set the fastest time, I believe, or almost, I think so. Yeah. Went viral after smashing a famous hill climb track record in England. 0 to 60 in 1.5 seconds. This is just the start for this 1,000 blow horsepower car. This thing is like really tiny when you think about it. I mean, it's a cool car, but it's like, I mean, all I'm going to say about this thing is like, this almost looks like it could have been in like the tuned series from Hot Wheels, if I'm just going to say that really. But yeah, this thing is like really light and really tiny. So I don't know how that would go on like a Hot Wheels 6-lane track because of how tiny that thing is. GMC Cyclone. Gonna open this one up next. I do have a few other color versions of the Cyclone, and these do pretty decently well on Hot Wheels 6-lane track. I just looked on the truck bed and noticed that there's a lot of paint worn off on there somehow. Oh, we got another person in the live chat. Thanks for joining Troy's Cars, and Comics. Well, glad someone else was able to make it. Polestar design concept. So this thing won the Polestar design concept. That's pretty cool. I actually have a Polestar moving parts car from Matchbox in my collection. And now we can put this guy with it as well, which is really cool. There's surfboards on the back of this. That's pretty cool. Polestar TRX. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. It kind of looks like a off-roading, like ATV truck crossover type thing for like serious off-roading that you could, maybe take into like the water possibly, but I'm not entirely sure how that would work. And almost looks like this thingy back here kind of did something. And my computer is lagging again, being slow. Because as of right now, I'm technically talking to myself. There we go. Now it's back working. And it just went a little slow again. So yeah, what was I going to mention? Oh yeah, so I just thought I'd mention this, but whenever my channel does hit 1,000 subscribers, I will have more details of the 1,000 subscribers Diecast toy car giveaway on my YouTube channel when that does end up happening. Because as of right now, I'm at 968, and I'm hoping to somehow hit 1,000 before 2025 comes to an end. So I would like to, hit 1,000 subscribers before January 1st of 2026, if that's possible, because then I can do another Diecast cars giveaway. Even if that doesn't happen, I'm probably going to have to, talk to my parents about this, but I'm hoping to, do a Christmas Diecast toy cars giveaway as well too, because it's like, during Christmas time, it's like, it's the time of like, giving back to like, that sort of stuff. And it's like, in a way, it's kind of like, I'm giving my subscribers like a chance to win like, free toy cars for them for, their channels, because, obviously I'm the one paying for the shipping when that will end up happening later this year. So yeah. I'll probably have two separate giveaways. I'll have one during like, near Christmas time of this year when I talk to my parents about that. But that's still like about 2 months away, so it's like I have plenty of time to like, prepare myself for like a Christmas Diecast cars, toy cars giveaway on my YouTube channel, because obviously I haven't even thought of what I'm gonna put in that yet, really. What was it? I was gonna mention something else. I guess I'll just show like, one of these things open from Target. Kind of want to open the Corvette since I already have the GT40 open. So I'm going to open this one from Target. I know that these are not cheap at Target. These things are $7 plus tax at my Target store. The one that's closest to me anyways is. These are $6.99 plus tax at my local Target store. But it's like, I don't know if they're the same at other Target stores, like all of them are not, that sell these in the USA. I don't know even how the heck I'm going to open this thing, but I can try. Jeez, this like packaging is like completely different. It's like almost nearly impossible to like open this stuff. Come on. Well, it looks like you kind of can open it on the bottom supposedly, but I'm not sure if that's going to work. Kind of got a slight tear there going. Oh, I figured it out. I got it opened. We are golden. Finally got it opened. Some random warning stuff about the toy car, which, for me is not going to matter because it's going to be opened. That is a nice race car from Majorette. Now, yes, these do come with a showcase, so you do have to unscrew it right there with a screwdriver if you can't see that. So yeah, at some point eventually I will unscrew this Corvette off the base, but for now, just going to leave it like this. So yeah, that one's officially open now. Not fully opened. Yep, I do. I actually have 2 of these now because I paid $5 for another one at a event outside of a flea market like about 1 or 2 weeks ago. This is the GT40 Mark I from 1965. So this is actually the very first generation of the GT40 race car. Yeah, which is really cool. Oh, I think I'm going to open this. Yeah, I probably will. Yep, I'm going to open this. I'm going to be opening a Hot Wheels mainline car again after opening others earlier. 1983 Chevrolet Silverado. I have a lot of GT40s actually. Just not all of them that are, going to be in this live stream because I have a few others in a separate bag that I'm going to show in probably tomorrow's live stream. Yeah, tomorrow live stream during tomorrow evening. I'm going to have probably another live stream. If not, I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow exactly because of stuff that I have, which keeps me busy for like some part of the day. So I'm not sure if I'll have a second live stream tomorrow to show everything I got from the Timberdan toy show, which literally happened like exactly 2 days ago. But for now, we can all look at this really cool Silverado from Hot Wheels 2025 Q case that I just opened, which was surprisingly enough, speaking of Q case, last year's Q case Super Treasure Hunt in blue and Spectra Flame blue with the wheel rider rubber rims for the tires and wheels on that thing. I was never able to find the QK Super from last year for 2024, but I'm glad I found this Silverado from 2025 Q case because I couldn't find the oh geez, what was it? Like the Dollar General purple one ever. I do actually have it in my collection, but that's because I actually ended up getting it, I think, either by a oh geez, what was it? Trade, or I won a giveaway for it somehow. One of the two. Yeah, it was a giveaway. That's what it was. I won the Dollar Tree exclusive Dollar Tree or Dollar General exclusive purple Silverado from a giveaway earlier during this year or sometime possibly last year, if I can recall exactly. So yeah, there's this one opened. Really like the colors on this Silverado. They're very unique. The rims actually aren't that bad for this one. Oh yeah, I have 2 more cars to open, and these are 2 Matchbox cars. Gonna open the 2023 Toyota RAV4 Toyota Racing Development Package from Matchbox, which is actually a new for 2025 mainline car. So here's this open. This, I believe, is Matchbox's first ever RAV4 casting of any RAV4 generation for a Matchbox mainline car. I gotta say, this white is really nice looking on it. Now, because this is their very first time making this RAV4 Toyota Racing Development package of this Toyota RAV4 from Matchbox as a mainline car, they'll probably be, making recolors of this. So, yeah. The only reason I buy, like, a decent amount of, like, Japanese cars, like mainline cars or, like, premium cars, not like, crazy on duplicates anymore much really, because my collection's gotten so big that I need to start downsizing it at times, and it's like I'm just not sure what to do with like, all of my duplicates that I bought from like over the years of collecting diecast toy cars. And it's like, giveaways is one thing, but that costs money because of the shipping part. And it's like, every once in a while I will see something like, a toy drive donation for like, you can donate toys at like a Walmart or Target or maybe a Kroger brand store to like, this bin or tub like thingy. And it literally says like, you can donate like new or used like toys for like, toy cars and things of that sort in these giant bins, but they only do that like nearing Christmas time, I think. I don't know if the hospitals have them exactly like inside the hospital building in like, certain areas of a hospital, but I know like Walmart or Target does something like that. The next one I'm opening is the 2017 Honda Civic hatchback in a light blue color, which is this one right here. Yeah, Toys for Tots, that's what it's called. That's exactly what it's called. I don't know when they're doing that this year, but if I get information about that, I will definitely be dropping off a lot of, unopened toy cars because, a lot of little kids that are 3 years or older, like, 3 to probably 10 years or older, are definitely going to like toy cars for like, that kind of program. Here's this Honda Civic hatchback from 2017 open in this really nice light blue color. This, I think, is my second or third color variation I have of this Honda Civic hatchback from Matchbox. I actually have the very first color version of this, which is like a gray, maybe slightly like grayish blue color, like gray mixed with blue color, but I would say more gray than blue. But yeah, this is a really nice casting from Matchbox. And actually, it's been a little while since Matchbox has made this 2017 Honda Civic hatchback. So yeah, there's that one opened. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to probably, donate some of my unopened toy cars, obviously basic ones and maybe a couple premium ones, but yeah. Let's see. Was there anything else I was going to show in this live stream for toy cars? I think this is probably going to be the just about ending point of this live stream, really, because I do actually need to charge my computer battery so I can do my other live stream either tomorrow or Thursday. I'm probably going to do it Thursday or Friday, actually. Thursday evening or Friday evening is when my next live stream will be, just because I have something on Wednesdays that keeps me busy at like some point in the afternoon or evening. So because of that, I won't be able to do a live stream then. So yeah, it'll probably be Thursday evening then, most likely. So yeah, well, that's it for this live stream. Don't forget, everyone, mention my YouTube channel name so we can get me to 1,000 subscribers. That's a good idea. Now, yes, obviously, a hospital, if they do have a kids wing, you're gonna have to wear like a mask or something, and like ask the like reception people if they allow you to do stuff like that, because if the kids are sick or something, it's like you got to be really careful then. So yeah, but yeah, please, just I'm just hoping that I can get like more people that are like into diecast cars collecting, subscribe to my channel, so that way I can get closer to 1,000 subscribers. Now, I do like to mention something is that a few years ago when I used to do diecast car giveaways, just as a quick wrap up thing before I really end the live stream now, is that probably like 3 or 4 years ago when I did like diecast car live streams, when I did giveaways for diecast toy cars, a lot of subscribers would just subscribe for the giveaway and then unsubscribe after they ended up winning nothing from that giveaway because they weren't one of the chosen winners from the giveaway. And it's like, well, it's a random comment picker. So it randomly picks like, who ends up winning. So it's like, I don't understand how that would be my fault then, because, I'm trying to make it fair by it being randomly chosen of like who the winners are. When I did these diecast card giveaways, like, 3 or 4 years ago, I think 4 or 5 years ago, maybe slightly longer than 5 years ago, is when I started actually doing diecast toy card giveaways on my channel. I can't remember the exact first one I did. I'll have to find that video on my YouTube channel, obviously. But yeah, my next one isn't going to happen for like, a really major special one until I hit 1,000 subscribers on my channel. My next normal diecast cards giveaway, when I talk to my parents about it, is probably not going to be till like nearing Christmas time of this year, which isn't until like, near like December 25th of this year. So that's still like, 2 months away from now. So yeah. Thank you. So, the funny thing is, I see a lot of, channels like, well, you're one of them, obviously. The, what is it? N10T Adult Diecast Racing. You're obviously one of those diecast car racing channels that, do diecast car racing things. And like, people send like, their diecast cars to race against like, you and other channels. And it's like, I've been trying to think of doing something like that, but it's like, I just don't know how not just me, but really my parents would feel about, my channel doing something like that, because then you have to pay for like the return shipping, like after the, cars aren't being used anymore. And it's like, I just don't want to, keep other diecast car, you know, channel subscribers, diecast cars, too long racing down my track, obviously. Because, the longer they stay here, it's like, the shipping's probably going to be the same price, but it's like, it could go up depending on if they decide to add more cars later on, kind of thing. So, yeah. There was supposed to be a YouTube channel that I was going to meet at Timber Dan Toy Show 2 days ago, but they got so busy that they couldn't even make it that day. And then it turns out, at one other point, I was actually like standing next to this Diecast Cars YouTube channel at the Timber Dan Toy Show called Raging Diecast, and their channel, he has, I think, 1,000 or just a little over 1,000 subscribers, and it's like, I didn't even realize I was actually next to him. So yeah. See, and I have a 6-lane track, and then I have like a car mat track like thing, but it's like, the car mat track wouldn't be fair because I have to, move all the cars by hand, obviously. So that wouldn't really work. And then it's like, there was one time I tried doing a, like, subscribers choose like, cars you want to like race down my Hot Wheels 6-lane track. And the last time I tried doing that, which was like probably actually really like 5 or 6 years ago, if I can think it was that many years ago when it happened, it didn't go so well because it's like they were wanting like certain cars that I may or may not have had in my collection just yet. And it's like, I can't go shopping for like, a subscriber just so they can race in the, live stream racing event on my Hot Wheels 6-lane track, because it's like, yeah. See, that's the other thing. You end up like, there's like some channels that would be like, hey, if you want your cars back, it's like, I'll send them back to you. But it's like, they might say like, you can get your cars back for free this one time, and then you have to like pay the, return back to your place shipping for it after that sort of thing happens. So yeah, there's that as well for that. That's why, I just don't really, I mean, there was something that Elevation Diecast Racing had said and it was oh geez, what was it? They said something on one of their live streams like, you have to like, prove that you're like a good track for like, subscribers to race on if you want like other channel subscribers sending you cars there, right? To like your diecast toy car tracks, whether it's like, a 2-lane one, a 4-lane one, or a 6-lane one for diecast cars racing. And yeah, then they have to like send the cars out to you, and then you race them on your track of however many lanes it has, 2, 4, 6 lanes. And then after that, it's like, you have to do like each car by like, a class and division kind of thing, which takes more organization. And it's like, I just don't think I'd have the time to do all of that stuff. Like, I don't have the time to like, organize like, so many different classes and things of that for like, diecast car racing. If, all these other subscribers sent cars to me and then they sent them in like different classes and things of that sort. I mean, that's what Elevation Diecast Racing does. I think that's probably what a lot of other channels do. Now, some channels are like, they just use their cars only, but they like let you pick a car to like race in the race, or like, they let you choose a, diecast toy car that the actual channel will race in. Like, you're the one who chose it, but it's like they're not racing that car in like in your name. Yeah, the drag track diecast car racing channels get like really serious. They have to do everything by like, classes of like, oh, this is like in, a race car class type thing, or like a red line club class car thing. And then you have to, and then they weigh all the cars on a scale, and then they, say like all the channel subscribers' names, and then they have like, a top 10 for like, each separate class division, and then they have like the fastest overalls out of like all the classes combined. It just gets so confusing. But they somehow find ways to like, deal with that, stuff to like get everything all organized somehow. And it's like, I just don't see my channel ever being like that. That's why, when I race my cars down my Hot Wheels 6-lane track, whenever I'm able to do that, I just race them when I get them from stores. And it's like, I may or may not every once in a while say like, hey, a subscriber could like, pick a car to race down my track kind of thing. And it's like, how do I say this? Even if they do end up winning, it's like, then they have to go up against my ultimate fastest car. And it's like, well, the funny thing is like, technically speaking, it's like, I own the car. So it's like, it wouldn't be the subscriber would be the fastest car down my track. It would still technically be my diecast toy car would be the fastest one down my track, unless the subscriber actually mailed a car, to race against my fastest car on my 6-lane track. Then that's a different scenario. Well, I'm probably going to end the live stream right about now, because I do actually eventually need to get going to bed. So yeah, well, that's officially now the end of this live stream. Thursday evening will be my Timberdan Toy Show Diecast Cars Halls video live stream event. And actually, there is something I was going to mention before I like actually hit the end stream button. Is I also do something called Toy Car Hockey and Toy Car Baseball on my channel. Just thought I'd mention that. I do something called Toy Car Hockey and Toy Car Baseball on my YouTube channel as well for live stream events. And I am going to mention something. Not all of my channel subscribers are hugely into those. So it's like, I'm not saying I'm going to stop doing them, but it's like, I don't have to have anyone in the chat feature when I do them, but it's like, as long as there's concurrent viewers in the live streams when I do Toy Car Hockey or Toy Car Baseball live stream, whenever I do them, it's like, it then helps them stay on my channel, so that way, others can watch them later on as well too. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention stuff like that. Because there was one time I was doing a diecast toy car showcase live stream of like, opening and talking about diecast cars I had bought from like stores, like grocery stores, or maybe possibly Colorado Diecast. And one of my channel subscribers had mentioned that they were saying like you should just stick to like these kinds of live streams only, and it's like I'm just gonna listen to how that comment sounded to me and realize that I'm not saying no for an answer. I'm going to be completely different, unique, and do those live streams. I do not care what literally one subscriber says. If it was like 400 of my 968 subscribers, that would be a completely different scenario. But one subscriber is not gonna bring my happiness down, because doing toy car hockey and toy car baseball makes me happy. And honestly, sometimes I don't even do them in live stream form because I don't know if anyone's gonna show up to them sometimes. So yeah, I'll still do toy car hockey and toy car baseball, but I may or may not do live streams for them at times as well too. It just depends on if I feel like doing a live stream for them when I choose to do so. So yeah. I'm not going to mention this in this live stream, but I guess I'll probably just mention this for something else, but not for this live stream, but oh geez, where is it? I was gonna show something. I can't remember what the heck it was. Well, yeah. I'm trying to think of what I was gonna show now. I kind of lost track of what I was gonna. It was something toy cars related, I think. I can't remember what it was though. Oh geez, what was it? Well, I don't know if it was toy cars related or not, but I was gonna show something. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end the live stream right now because I really need to charge my computer up so I can do my live stream that happens later this week or possibly this weekend. Well, that's officially really truly now the end of this live stream. Thanks everyone for being here, watching, joining, doing the chat feature stuff, which obviously that's up to the subscribers if they choose to do the chat feature mode. They don't have to. That's totally up to them. But yeah, it was nice talking and chatting with everyone that showed up to this Diecast Toy Cars Haul showcase, show and tell, unboxing of some cars from this live stream as well, from the hauls that I got from Walmart or Target over this past week or possibly 2 weeks ago. Bye now, laters. See you all next time. Don't forget to watch my other Diecast Car YouTube videos on my channel as well.